Chasing the stars, we'll stride into the dawn. Never back down till the battle is won. Face each foe with hearts brave and true, unafraid of the unknown, because I'll face it all with you. Hello, I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you. This is my partner, Mr. It. Today we'll be looking at Suede's video on the first hour of Lies of P.
You ever see a game and just fall in love with it before you even have the chance to play it?
Not really. Don't get me wrong, there have been plenty of games that I was certain I would like based on the trailer, but aside from maybe a new entry in a series I enjoy, I wouldn't go so far as to say I knew I'd love it.
Now, because I wanted to get this video out around the release window of the game, I used footage from the demo, but having played the full release now, I can confirm it's pretty much exactly the same.
Interestingly, that has kind of become a standard with game demos. Just let the player play the opening hour or two unedited.
We've got clockwork hearts to activate.
I'm getting serious Sly Cooper flashbacks.
I don't care that the fairy brought him to life in this version as well. It's all culture, and the reason fairy tales last so long is that they can evolve over time to adapt to the audience. But I am a little worried that Disney might step in, since their vision is still under copyright until 2036.
Now, I'm no legal expert, so take this with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure Disney couldn't sue even if they wanted to, because while you can absolutely copyright stories and characters, you can't copyright concepts. A blue fairy should be fine, as long as it's not the blue fairy, if you get my meaning. Plus, even if I'm wrong, which is highly likely, it still seems to be more of an homage rather than infringement anyway.
There's one fine chair. A man could settle down with a chair like that. Plus, we also get a UI that might be a little overwhelming for newbies to the genre, but for Soulsborne players, it's like settling into, well, that freaking chair.
I feel like Suede only brought up the chair just to make that gag.
But yeah, now we have a light in the darkness, which we select by clicking through either the top or bottom consumable slots using up or down on the D-pad and pressing square. Why won't you allow for PlayStation prompts, PC version?
Yeah, I don't get that. If the game was developed to be an Xbox/PC exclusive, I'd understand, but no, this game did release on PS4 and 5.
Before we stumble upon our starter weapon, yes.
When a YouTuber tries to break out of their niche.
Oh, but what wondrous defense options have been provided for us, We have a balanced saber, yes, very good, and an elegant rapier to help potential arguments end with your opponent receiving the thrust of your rhetoric, lovely, and
Aye, puns.
very area appropriate. But what's this last Oh, that's a knife, innit? Oh, not a dagger, not a sword, not a knife. That is a knife. All caps and no cap. That's a meter-long purse cutter with a fit bird on the end of it. Those other pig stickers ain't worth a pound in a bank next to this gleaming gash maker. This ain't even a choice, innit? Give me the knife and throw the others in the bin.
Suede, your Australian is showing.
We're told by Gemini to seek Hotel Krat, so knife in hand. We exit the train into... Oh dear, well this isn't cricket at all, is it?
And now your British is showing. Man, the pipeline from England to New Zealand is weird.
Evening, officer. May I interest you in some shaved ham?
No, thank you, my good sir. I was just at the deli this Oh, wait.
So we need the master key to progress. So
Where's the key? Where's the key? Where's the beautiful key? Find the key, find the key. Oh, how happy you'll be.
I'm guessing we're going to go through a tiny version of what will be much more vast levels ahead so that dying isn't too much of a return slog. Complete with a slightly hard but still intimidating mini-boss that shows off the recursive nature of the levels by being next to the other side of that locked door earlier. We'll just have to...
I'm mixed on this. On the one hand, the fact that Suede can predict this shows how stagnated Soulsborne games like this have become. But on the other hand, I've always been of the mind that unless it's from the same people, doing familiar concepts isn't inherently bad so long as they're executed well.
Right, enough of that. Oi, constable! Knife evening, innit?
Suede really is the embodiment of this clip.
And let me see what you have! A knife! No!
Ergo, a currency named after the Latin for therefore. How much do I owe you for the coffee? Oh, that's 3 therefores and 5 notwithstanding, sir. Ah, here's a nonetheless. Keep the change. But yes, time to level up.
I mean, coffee terminology is already bullshit, so why not?
Again, first run, always level up vitality first so you can make more mistakes, and the devil is motivity.
Honestly, I'd guess your speed, like how fast you can move. Though the term for that would be mobility.
Now then, here's the question that everyone wants answered. Can you pet the robot dog? Well, I mean, you could say we traded pets until one of us no longer reciprocated.
Yes, just like how you and Linkara play chess.
Oh, I love the sudden change from heretofore opulent city to dilapidated slum. It shows the class dissonance without needless exposition. They could have had Gemini say, "Boy, these people sure were oppressed," or had the Tannoy go, "Please attempt to trample minimal riffraff during your exit." But they kept it classy, I like that.
Classy or class disparity?
I never noticed this item. Last resort. You will die. Oh, it's one of those die with dignity items, gotcha. Well, then
Coin-operated self-destruct. Not one of my better ideas.
Dang it, A is X, B is circle. As in present Xbox icons, die with dignity, my left lug nut. Right.
What possible situation could a game give you that makes an item like that even remotely viable?
Right, now let's try not to push the murder button this time.
Or at the very least have said button directed at the enemies. Is that supposed to be the coachman?
Oh my. The mayor of Halloween Town really didn't take the election that well, huh?
Well, I mean, he's only an elected official.
He's beating me with his own head! Who does that?
Technically, any Pokemon that knows headbutt.
Yeah, this doesn't feel right. Where's the knife?
Suede, I'm concerned about you. This video was fun. Despite any comments, it was fun to see Suede so high on knife, as it were, and it's always nice to see his general thought process. I'm the reviewer. You review it, I review you.
So, how goes the research?
Not great.
We tried asking Google about the afterlife.
Let me guess. She didn't give you anything?
Me. We got way too much. We tried narrowing it down a bit by calling a few more favors, but they didn't exactly work out.
Actually, I think I may know someone who can help. My teacher.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that your teacher is a great witch. You really think she'll know something?
It can't hurt to try, right?
Me.
Actually, my teacher really doesn't like a lot of people to know where she lives. I think it's best if I just bring Revere on this one.
Pumella's right. Besides, you and I should stay here and keep looking through all this.
Pumella, is the blindfold really necessary?
Sorry, Revere, but I wasn't kidding about my teacher being secluded. She tends to get a lot of uninvited guests looking to slay her.
Oof. She okay?
Yeah, fortunately, it's usually dumb kids who think they're hotshot. But anyway, we're here now. You can take off the blindfold while I knock on the door.
Pumella? Who did you say your teacher was?
Who could be visiting at this time of... Monkey! It's been too long!
Hi, Blair.
You two know each other?
Pom-Pom! Good to see you! How's your training going?
Oh, I'm fine. Now answer the question.
When It and I were in high school, we got to spend a semester at the Death Weapon Meister Academy. Some sort of goodwill thing Lord Death was doing.
Speaking of, how's Sonia doing?
Oh, we lost touch after the academy. Anyway, one night it brought home what we thought was a stray cat, and let's just say she stuck around.
Oh, Moku, you know you love me.
Okay, but why is she calling you Moku?
Oh, the little weeb. He thought it'd be fun to go buy a Japanese name while in town. So he called himself Mokuzai.
Really?
Look, I was 15 and stupid. Anyway, Blair, the reason we're here is because we're looking for a way to travel to the afterlife. Pumella thought you might be able to help.
The afterlife, huh? Actually, I think I have just the thing.
Wait, really?
Hold on, let me go get it.
See? I told you she could help.
We'll see about that. Though I gotta ask, how did you end up studying under Blair? I mean, she's powerful, but you do know that she's not a real witch, right?
Yeah, it's just that. I've always had an aptitude for pumpkin magic, and not much else. But no one was able to teach me how to use it. Most won't even bother trying. So, when my travels brought me to Death City, and I saw Blair using pumpkin magic, I knew I just had to get her to be my teacher.
Okay, that makes sense, but Blair never really seemed like the teaching type.
Her methods have always been, unorthodox, sure. But she was always so much fun to be around. And everything I know, I learned from her. So she couldn't have been all that bad at it, right?
I think it may have been more unintentional on her part, but hey, if it works, it works.
I found it!
Are these coordinates?
I guess so. This guy I was dating years ago told me they had something to do with death and asked me to hold it on for him. Said that one day a familiar face will come by in need of it. Never would have guessed it'd be you, Moku.
Wait, who was this guy?
What was his name again? Vicer, Vicar...
Vicar?
Yeah, that was it!
I'm convinced that man was clairvoyant. Thanks for the help, Blair.
Say hi to Itty Bitty for me!